Hi, John the Van Guy, having fun in the rain. Okay, I'll show you what I've been doing. This was on the suspension hangers. I've already done one side, and there's different approaches to this. I'm not saying this is the best approach, but this is what I've done. This is the Morris Minor suspension hangers. Let's go to the side I've just done, I think, first. Okay. When you buy the kit for this, you'll get this sort of thing. This actually came with the vehicle, and this is for the driver's side, this particular one, but I'll show you how it fits in a minute, and I'll show you what I've done to the passenger side. Rear always gets the worst, the brunt of the weather, so now, instead of taking the whole unit out, mounting, this is the suspension, obviously the spring, back spring, leaf spring. I've adopted a slightly different approach. Right, first of all, of course, you've got to have the good axle stands to hold the vehicle up, and you need ideally a jack under here to actually support the back axle. And hold it while you release the bushes, while you release the hangers. So the idea is to expose this bit as best as possible so you can work on it. The different approaches to this, on the internet somebody has actually cut a huge plate out here, and once you get it on the inside, you can actually then cut out a whole section, the whole mounting section. Now the mounting section I just showed you can then be slotted in, but you've got to be very, very careful, obviously, with the measurements as regards fitting, so that everything goes back into place. I found on this particular one, on this side, the integrity of the mounts was still quite good. So what I did, I thought the easiest thing to do was to simply make a hole and so I could see the back of this, and cut out from the new metal, cut out a little bit I needed, and put new bushes on the ends. The bush kits, let's have a look at the other side now. So this is actually all done and worked out quite well, I think. That's the damper unit, which actually goes in the back. You'll see that. So if I take you around here, you can see where we are. And it's a similar sort of situation, but not quite so as bad as the other side was. So here we have it here, and I've done some work on this already. I've actually knocked out the pins so I can get at this whole section. So if you look at what are you looking for? Here. Just to go, what you'll find, the arrangement here is, first of all, you go in with a heavy duty drill. You can see that down there. Take off all the crud, and there's both ends, and then you can see all the bolts. And now this unit will actually goes through like that, holding the top of the spring, and the bushes, these are the bushes which are on these sort of splines. So what you actually do, what you'll find is you'll see two nuts once you've brushed it all down, and obviously it's quite obvious. You undo those and then push them through or hammer them through. Obviously you put nuts on the end, protect. If you're going to keep the splines, make sure you protect the threads. So that comes out. And the bush kits, by the way, this is an example of a bush kit. I think these are polypropylene rather than rubber. These are the original rubber ones that came out. Polypropylene more robust if you can get it. These are sort of new spindles, I think they call them, or splines, whatever, which you can or cannot replace. It's up to you. I'll be leaving those particular ones on and just putting it back. I've emery'd the splines and put a little bit of grease on. I've used, in fact, grease they use on rubber gaskets and things, red grease. But you can use silicone, whatever. Obviously clean the bores. Do the same with that end. This end's slightly different in that you'll find at the back of the panel, you'll find a triangular piece held on by two 10mm nut and bolt. And again, you undo those. Ideally, this centerpiece should just come out. That's it. That's a new one. Again, I had a job getting it out, so I think once I've cleaned it up, what I'll do is I've cleaned up the face of this with emery, and I'll just put it back again with the new bushes. So the bushes sit obviously like that's on the spline. Right, okay. Right, looking at this. Now, different approaches. This is how this will fit in this car, at this end. So you've got the damper connection up here, and you've got the end of the leaf spring going into that hole there. So that will be going in here. Now you can see the line. I've taken off the front plate. You can actually see the line where you could angle grind in, which is somebody on the net has done this, and then push this all in, the whole thing in, and then obviously weld it all back up and put it all back again. And you can do that, but I thought because the integrity of the metal is so good, and I'm loath to do that, and then to avoid all the issues with lining up, what I've decided to do was use the there's on the actual unit itself. I noticed there's brackets, supporting brackets for these bits. Now see that bracket there, and sort of almost diamond-shaped brackets. Now what I'm going to use those diamond shape, what I've done is cut up to them, and what I'll do is cut the same shape out of this and this bit here as well. You see I've cut it, shaped it, so I'll be able to just cut off the good metal off on this, and good metal, the new metal, and then weld it all in to the slot created using those brackets as a guide. So that's where I'm up to. It's kind of a mucky job. Obviously I'll treat all the metal before I put everything back. And the facing plate that comes with the kit, that's the facing plate. And this is, if you're going to use the whole plate, it will go something like, where is it? Something like, there you go, like that. Something like that. Okay. And I'll use what I need of it, because the rest of the metal seems to be quite good. So, well, rather jumbled account, but I think I've done quite well today. I think, and it's getting a bit wet now, so I'll go and have a shower before I turn the wife off. Bye then.